Hey guys, what's up? Welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new around here, hi, I'm Sai Shri, and today I will be sharing with you guys my book collection. Let's get starting off. The first ever book that I read was called Magic Pot. I don't know if it's available these days, but if it is, I'll add a picture here. So that was the book I started reading when I was in like upper KG, and then when I was like till grade 2 I was reading Magic Pot. The main thing that attracted me towards that book was this kind of mirror activity that they give. There used to be like a word or a sentence, not sentences, like words. So you have to show that in front of the mirror and find the original word and then write it down. So those kind of activities, and then we had some coloring activities like with color by number, like a picture is given and then they have divided the picture into a lot of segments and then that is like marked with numbers, so you should like color that thing. So that was also one thing that attracted me towards that book. That was like the first ever books that I ever read. And then after that I started reading Tinkle. Tinkle, it's even available these days, like not the small comic like Tinkle Digest, it was the large ones like with the fortnightly edition thingy. That one I started reading. And then when I went to 4th grade, I started getting bored with Tinkle and then I started reading Champak. I don't know if it's available these days, but Champak is honestly the best thing ever, like the best magazine I ever read. After Knowledge magazine, Champak is my favorite one. Like Champak used to give these kind of CDs, like the original CDs, and inside that we used to have like games and then some other like like small normal computer games kind of thing. That one attracted me towards Champak. So I used to get like the fortnightly edition every time just to get that CD. And then there also used to be comics, but it's like a series of comics. Like you need to read the previous magazine to understand what's going on this time. That kind of comic is also given in there. That was kind of my end towards these kind of fun magazines. After that I didn't really read so much of magazines. Then in 4th grade I started reading this whole Geronimo Stilton series. I'm a huge fan of the series, you guys don't know about that. Geronimo Stilton has like a lot of subdivisions inside it. The first one is the regular Geronimo Stilton. That is like this kind of book. This is like, wait, let me show you guys actually. It used to be like this. Nice, right? Yeah, this is how I used to read when I was in like 4th grade, 5th grade. By that time, I used to get these. Every time I go to the bookshop, I start getting these books. So first I read 2 to 3 books of the original Geronimo Stilton, and then I started getting kind of bored with it. So I started reading Thea Stilton. Thea Stilton, like the Adventures of the Five Sisters, they have that kind of book. And then Thea Stilton Mouse Sword Academy is another kind of a mini series inside that. That was another thing that I started reading. Dance Challenge was the first ever book that I got from Thea Stilton. After that, Cave Mice started trending in Geronimo Stilton. Then I started getting Cave Mice. Cave Mice is also actually really good, but the thing is, the same present characters are the past. So that kind of a series. And then after that, we have Krippala. Krippala is kind of a horror series, but it's not really horror. It's like comic horror mixed together. And I forgot to mention this thing, guys, but the Geronimo Stilton, the whole series was introduced to me by my friend Rahul. Thank you, Rahul. That was an amazing series. It kind of kept me entertained during my childhood. I googled it up and then I found this, and then whenever I go, I also start getting Geronimo Stilton books. Thank you. So after completing like 2 to 3 books of Krippala, then I was like, okay, let's go on to the next one. And that's when I started reading Harry Potter, and my obsession with Harry Potter is still not over. Like whenever I see a Harry Potter book in the bookstore, I start going through the pages, just flipping through the pages. Even though I have the whole collection, I start flipping through the pages. I am so obsessed with Harry Potter, like obsessed to a limit where if I am even going to study something, I always relate it to Harry Potter to study or memorize the thing. So obsessed, yes I know. Okay, the first thing, Cursed Child. This is like the recent part that came, but not very recent, like 2016-17 by that time. But Cursed Child kind of disappointed me. Even though I'm a Potterhead, it was not that appealing. The story was not so good. This is not written by only J.K. Rowling. She wrote it with 2 other people, like John Tiffany and Jack Thorne. So probably that's the reason. I don't know. Not gonna judge, but no offense there. But still, this book did not satisfy that level of Deathly Hallows. Deathly Hallows still remain my second favorite book. Guess my first favorite in the comments. I'm not gonna tell that. So yeah, Deathly Hallows. I binged at Deathly Hallows. Like I uploaded a video on May 2nd unboxing my Harry Potter book. I leave that somewhere over here. Here, yeah. And then what happened was, as soon as I uploaded the video, I started reading the book. I binge read this book in 24 hours. That's my shortest time I've ever completed a book. The total number of pages is 613. Yeah, I read 613 pages in 24 hours. That's like the shortest time I took to read this book. And then Half-Blood Prince is the time when the story starts getting intense and like J.K. Rowling starts to reveal all the intense web she has owned about Harry Potter. And then Order of the Phoenix. Order of the Phoenix, it's like a lot of new characters are introduced in this book. But yeah, it's also good. Of course, I'm a Harry Potter fan, so I tell like everything is good, but still it's really good. Then Goblet of Fire, and then Prisoner of Azkaban, and then Chamber of Secrets. This is like a confusing book, kind of confusing. After reading Philosopher's Stone, we'll feel like this is kind of confusing. So yeah, that is it with the Harry Potter series. These are like the very early publication, like by the time when the book was released, that time I got this as a gift from one of our family friend. I'm really thankful for that. And then moving on to some Indian authors, let's see. Few Indian authors. Chetan Bhagat. Guys, Chetan Bhagat is the North Indian version of Gautam Vasudeva Menon. It's like different titles but same story. That is what I felt after reading 3 books of Chetan Bhagat. So it was like not a worthy purchase. I feel that thing. There are 2 books, and then I read Half Girlfriend by, like, dude, what is Half Girlfriend? After Chetan Bhagat, let's go on to some Tamil books. Parthiban Kanavu. This is like the first ever Tamil novel I read. I read this last year. By the name of 9th grade, I read this book. It's actually really good, worthy book. I binged read this book in 3 days because it was in Tamil. It took me kind of time to read and understand few words. So, Parthiban Kanavu, best book. And then we have Sivagami Sabadam. I read all 4 books. It took me kind of time to read the first 2 books, and then the last 2 I was able to read it pretty easily. This is like a continuation of Parthiban Kanavu, so it was actually really good. It's like comparing, it's like Crimes of Grindelwald. It's like related to Harry Potter the same way Sivagami Sabadam is related to Parthiban Kanavu. Then moving on to the next one. This is 12th Night by Shakespeare. You guys might think I read these books, but no. The thing is, in 8th grade, our English teacher taught us 12th Night. She like told like a summary, and we were actually planning to do a skit on it, but that was cancelled. So then I was eager to read the whole story, and then I found this book. This was my aunt's book. Thank you, Abhinaya ma'am, for introducing 12th Night to me. It was a really good book. Like after reading the whole book, it was actually really good. This is like the play version. So there were some words I couldn't understand. I was referring dictionary all the time. And then we have Camlet Code. This looks like a horror book, but it's not exactly a horror book. It's like a mild horror kind of thing, but it's actually really good. It is kind of intense. The story is kind of intense, so you need to read it with full concentration to understand the story. And then moving on, we have this version of 12th Night. Again 12th Night, but this is like a summary version of 12th Night. It is also really good. And then we have King Lear. This is also the summary version. It doesn't have like the full details, but it does have like the main point of the story. And then we have Odyssey. This is a Greek epic. Like we have Mahabharata and Ramayana in Indian epics. This is like a Greek epic. And then we have Sherlock Holmes. I have 2 books of Sherlock Holmes. This first Sherlock Holmes was the one that I read when I was young. It was like 5th grade or something. That's when I read this book. In 7th grade, 8th grade by that time. And then moving on to non-fictions, I have a bunch of non-fictions over here, so I will show that to you guys. Strength Finder 2.0. This is like finding your strength or like self-analysis kind of book. Some of these are self-help books, but after reading all these books, what I realized was every book tries to convey the same thing. So don't waste your money on self-help books. Better start reading fiction. And then we have Chanakya, Kingmaker and Philosopher. This is a book that I borrowed from my mom to complete reading, and yeah. And then we have The Secret. I am currently reading this book, The Biology of Belief. So I will share the summary after reading it. And then we have How to Get From Where You Are to Where You Want to Be. This book and Deep Work, I mentioned it in one of my videos. You guys can check that right there. and then so I actually completed reading. By that time I was like in the end or like that. So now I completed reading. How to get from where you are to where you want to be, it's like from the start you get a step by step thing to achieve your goal, and the deep work is to how to do concentrated work. And we have Robin Sharma's The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. My dad is rereading the English version, so I have the Tamil version with me. I read this when I was in 7th grade. That time I didn't understand it so much, but then when I reread it in 9th grade, I kind of understood it. That's it for my physical book collection, guys. I have a bunch of books that I read in ebooks and in some libraries. I read Half Girlfriend from a family member, and then I read Tales of Beetle and Bard. It's like a continuation of the Harry Potter series. I read it in my school library. And then David Copperfield. I have the book, but I can't find it right now. I don't know where that is. A bunch of books in ebook during this lockdown. So I'll add that in the next clip.
Northern Lights by Philip Pullman, The Chronicles of Narnia, Haruki Murakami's The Birthday Girl, The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak, The Fault in Our Stars by John Green, The Jungle Book by Rudyard Kipling, 1984 and The Animal Farm, both by George Orwell, The Crimes of Grindelwald, The Casual Vacancy, and The Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, all by J.K. Rowling.
Also, guys, there is a challenge that my mom has given me to, that is to complete this book called Velpari. You guys might have heard of it. It's like 2000 to 2500 pages or something. She has challenged me to read that book and like complete it before my senior year at high school. Moving on to a list of books that I need to read, like I aspire to read in 2021. The first book is Game of Thrones. You guys might have watched the web series. It has like 8 seasons. So, but yeah, I'm gonna read the book first, and then I'm planning to read this Sita, Ram and Ravan, that book by Amish. That's also one thing that I'm gonna read. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys have some of these books that I have or some of the books that I read as an ebook, please let me know in the comments down below so that we have something in common. And also like and share your friends who are bookworms like me. Thank you for watching. Bye.